GameSpot's own downtown Peter Brown.
Hey.
How you doing, man?
I'm good.
I heard you like old video games.
What? Oh, yeah, that's true.
Or games that look old, maybe?
A little bit of both.
Okay, well, how does this strike you?
This strikes me pretty good. Is this, I know we already had this discussion, but let's fake it.
Okay.
Is this made by a Japanese studio?
I don't think so, Peter.
But I bet it's made by an otaku.
You're right about that. This music's awesome.
Yeah.
This is Freedom Planet. It came out on Steam in July, but for some reason, no one really paid attention to it.
I feel like I should know about this game. When you were playing it the other day, I was shocked to hear that it had been out for that long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was I think they tried to do a Kickstarter, but that sort of failed. I'm just gonna jump right in here to my save. If you are a Sonic fan, you will immediately find some similarities. But one thing it has that Sonic didn't.
You didn't say please.
A story.
Don't play games with me.
And full voice acting.
Fine, be that way.
I don't think the voice acting's very good.
It's like 90s cartoon grade, like Saturday morning cartoon style.
Yeah. That, I wish I had some of those.
All day. What is this hideous creep?
This is our protagonist, or one of them. You can actually choose between Lilac, I think she's a dragon lady?
Yes?
And Carol, who's some other anthropomorphic animal. These cutscenes are long, so I'm gonna skip this one. And I'm gonna skip this one. And I'm gonna skip this one. Now we're in it.
Wait, you're in stage 2?
Yeah, this is where I began.
Okay, that's weird.
Or where I'm at. I played this for about an hour.
Oh, I see.
Boy, yeah, this game chugs sometimes. I can never really tell when it's gonna come and go.
I guess it doesn't use blast processing.
Guess not.
No.
So much for doing what Nintendo don't. Okay, better not. But yeah, at the beginning of the game, you can choose whether you want to engage with the story or just play like the levels in sequential order.
There's so much about this that reads like a Sonic game, beyond just the use of like anthropomorphic animals.
Yeah, so I think the levels are sort of constructed that way.
Yeah, like this every element here is like redesigned Sonic assets.
Yeah,
like the
look
pillars.
at that column right there.
Yeah.
Is super Sonic. So a few things that are different though. These leaves are my health. You can see them up there in my underneath that bar, and my bar is energy. So like every time I use a little special attack here, that'll go down. I have like a basic attack that doesn't use anything.
Okay.
I can press up and do that. But if I do like my floating attack or my special attack, this thing, that'll use all of it. And I can't use that until it's all the way full again.
It's exactly like Rocket Knight.
Yes, a lot like Rocket Knight. Another classic Genesis game that not a lot of people have heard of. I'm surprised.
It was well, Sparkster made it to Super Nintendo, but even then, like, no one played Sparkster either.
They made a remake or reimagining a while ago.
Right, yeah.
Of Rocket Knight.
Yeah, on PC, PlayStation, I think, as well.
I like the original. Let's say that. Okay. So a few things that are different from Sonic. The movement feels similar, but you can't do things like press down to go into a spin and then like carry your momentum forward. You just sort of go down like that. But if you do this, well, I'll get to a different area. But if you do like your special thing, and I think if you maybe press down, you'll do things like that. But you can go around loops and stuff like that, as you can probably assume you can do. Those are little collectibles. Let's see, little blue gems, if you can collect enough of those, I think it's more than 100, I think it might be 200 to get an extra life.
Breaking the mold of that one.
Yeah. Let's see here. So I'm going to want to, yes. There's a lot of sort of puzzly things like this. Whoop. Whoa.
Are there pitfalls?
Are there pitfalls? Like spikes?
No, like, you know, like infinite holes you can fall in.
Oh, I haven't seen any. Like you just fall down and die.
Yeah, like a bottomless pit, I guess, not an infinite hole.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of those. Usually it's just like spikes or stuff. So I wanted to show this off mainly because it's a game that I feel like was maybe a little overlooked. I certainly overlooked it. It was only when I went to PAX East, this most recent PAX East, and saw it on the floor that I remembered it even existed. And I think they were showing it there specifically because everyone sort of forgot about it.
Yeah.
But I also wanted to look at it because I feel like I have always felt that there could be more Sonic games. I think a lot of people have also felt like that.
Yeah.
But I think one of the main criticisms, beyond the fact that they keep screwing them up, is that Sonic doesn't play in the modern era, and I don't agree with that. I think it is a series that can be revitalized with some more complexity to it. I agree that it's sort of simple
Yeah.
in comparison to modern games. But I think,
Did you ever play the Sonic Advance games?
no, I never did.
Those are really good.
Okay.
They didn't innovate on the model as much as this one seems to do, but those are great. And they probably overlooked because they were portable.
Okay.
But those would do well on like Virtual Console.
Okay. I think they could. Oh boy. They could benefit from some. I hate saying Metroidvania, but like stuff like that, like a little more depth to the exploration.
Yeah.
Because whenever I go back and play those old games, they're fun to play. Like they feel really good. And I think this game feels pretty good too. I wish it's not quite as fluid. In that you can't like spin whenever you want and like glide through areas. But I think it's a different game. It's not trying just to be Sonic. So I commend it for that. Oh, okay.
So what does the other character play like?
So we can go to her. I kind of wanted to just get to the boss here, but she glides sort of, not as much as like Knuckles does. I don't like playing with her as much. I'm not sure if it's like here's a harder character if you want it to be harder. But once I got accustomed to this lady's double jump, it's really hard to go back. All right, so I opened up those two columns here. Now I can go through here. It took me a while to figure out. I've played this level a few times. Hey, not an emerald.
Oh man.
This reminds me of something like Gunstar Heroes or something.
Yeah.
The boss is like busting through the level. Really like the look of it. They do that aesthetic justice without being like annoying. It's easy to look at. The animation's pretty
It's
good.
very pretty. The animations are really good.
I'm playing with the 360 controller using the D-pad, and it's been all right. Yeah! So yeah, do you agree? Do you think we could? Is there hope for Sonic?
I mean, I think this game is evidence that something of that ilk is, it still has room to sort of be explored and developed. I don't know that it has to be a Sonic game. I mean, this seems to take care of all of that. I don't need that character specifically.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I agree. But I guess I'm sort of surprised that no one has really tried to do this.
Yeah.
Before this, I mean, like maybe they have, but this is.
Well, I feel like so many publishers, like I imagine when they think about, okay, fans want a more pure Sonic experience. They don't want this weird 3D stuff we've been making. So let's just go back to what we used to do and make more of that. Versus, let's take what people like and build new concepts around it, which is what this is doing.
Yeah.
To great effect.
I mean, yeah, it's. I picked up a power up and now I'm sparkly and there's a different music playing.
I feel like if this had a console release or was on the Vita, people would pay more attention. I wonder if this just got lost in the PC Shuffle.
Yeah, I think that's part of what happened. It had a failed Kickstarter, eventually went to Steam Greenlight, and as far as I know, is only out there. They did a Humble Bundle, I think, a while ago. Whoa.
Man, these are the sort of graphics we haven't seen since, like, the Saturn
Yeah.
or PlayStation even. I mean, this goes beyond 16-bit. This is, like, really good stuff. I feel like so many 2D games that are trying to hark back to the yesteryear, they really stick to either the 8 or 16-bit-esque aesthetic. They don't go this deep.
What do you think characterizes like the Saturn stuff? Like particle effects or?
Well, lots of colors for one, and sprites that tend to be large.
I don't know what that is.
This reminds me of Astal, actually.
What is it?
Astal? It's a weird game. It's a platforming game for the Saturn that features this kind of weird-looking guy. It's one of Giancarlo's favorite games to tell me that I don't understand because he loves it. I can't get over the visual style, but it looks very similar to this. Astal.
We'll maybe get past this area and then and jump into the other characters to see how she works.
So, how many times have you been through this level?
I've been through here
a few times.
One other time.
Oh, one other time? Okay.
Yeah.
Because it looks like there's so much going on. I'd be curious to know how hard was this the first time you tried playing?
I mean, it's well, okay. It has taken me a while to. Oh wow!
Sorry.
That just exploded me. A couple of these places took me a while to figure out what I was supposed to do. So, like, if you see here, those two crystals there,
Yeah.
need to be lit up. So there's two doors here, and they sort of give this away. They telegraph it by having these green things
Right.
around. But like you do in a Sonic game, you just sort of either fall down as far as you can, or go to the up and right as far as you can. And you probably will get to where you need to go.
Does this have like a Mega Man X sort of dash jump going on? Like where you dash at the last second right before jumping? Or is that just her natural jump all the time?
This?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just her normal jump. Okay. I don't know what this is all about. There we go. It's $15. Forgot to mention that. They had a sale a while ago. It's half off.
How many stages?
I don't know. From the time trial screen, it seems like there are a lot. One thing that I'm not so crazy about is the save system. So if you die, so there's Carol. That's the other character. If you die here, you restart from the beginning of the area, mainly.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna do a boss fight here. So if I die, you'll see that. But if you quit, you start from where I started the quick look.
Okay.
From the beginning of level 2. Whoa. Yeah, I can't tell if some of the slowdown is like
Intentional.
yeah, intentional or not. Whoa.
There are some studios, Cave, they make the shoot 'em ups in Japan.
Uh-huh.
They intentionally build their games to slow down.
Wow.
To make it easier for you.
Do you mean they build slowdown into it, or do they build their games such that slowdown occurs?
In some cases, they slow down the hardware intentionally.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Ow. I'm going to try this boss one time, and if I fail it, then we'll just back out. Oh.
There are some people who, when they use like MAME to emulate those games, they get upset that it doesn't
It doesn't slow down?
It doesn't support the slowdown, so it's not the true arcade experience.
Well, for something like that, like I could understand why, because it'd be a lot harder when it's playing at full speed.
Yeah, yeah.
Come on. One other nitpicky thing that I have a problem with is the energy meter, kind of on the whole, because like it costs energy to do the dash thing and it costs energy to spin, and if you spin, then you can't do the dash thing. So it's just I don't know. I would like to be able to have full mobility at all times.
Do you get any kind of upgrades?
Oh man, toasted.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen any. So yeah, I start back here, which is I can just go right back into the boss. But if I quit out, I'm gonna have to start back from the very beginning of that second stage. So let's go to a time attack. We can see the first level here. We'll try Carol out. So I think this is sort of like just the intro story, but this is like the first stage. She's got sort of a glide. It's more like a leap. It doesn't hurt enemies. But she does have the main sort of basic attack, and that's the
It's weird.
super attack. Yeah.
Yeah, this character is immediately less appealing to me.
Yeah, I don't know if she's like the hardcore character or what, but I would much rather play as the other one. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay, hang on.
Game changer?
Game changer. Yes. All right, that's kind of cool. I can enter the rolling state at any time. Oh, I can also wall jump. All right. Okay. Coming around on Carol. Yeah, I mean, I think they do a good job of evoking Sonic, but not like saying we're trying to be Sonic.
And they could, too. I don't think that would actually harm this game at all. Because, I mean, it's pretty obviously.
I mean, yeah. Okay.
Oof.
I would really love to have a double jump there. Yes.
Man, like, come on.
Yeah. There we go. There is also a shield, which is reminiscent of the Sonic 3 electricity shield that attracts rings, or in this case, crystals, to you.
Even that little ditty right there when you got that extra life.
Yeah, where like the music ducks out and. Yeah. Oh. All right. I do wish you could sort of like charge up, you know, but then it may just be totally Sonic. Why didn't that happen? This is still fun to run through stuff, to take alternate routes. I think that stuff is intact. And, you know, lends itself to replayability somewhat, because you can always take a different path through a level.
Well, I'm not sure that I totally see the Gunstar Heroes in this game. It does have kind of a treasure feel to it. The company, the studio behind Gunstar Heroes.
Yeah, I think I was more just like there's that one boss in Gunstar Hero that pokes through the background.
Ah, okay.
What's that? Yeah. It's a time trial, Drew. You don't have time for this. Anything else come to mind for like stuff you wish they would people would make more of?
Jeez, that's a great question. I'd love a new Final Fantasy Tactics, but good question. I mean, like, what I feel like a lot of Sega series have kind of disappeared over the years. Sonic is one of the few that they've really tried to keep doing.
Yeah, but they really haven't. I mean, I don't know. I never played those advanced games, but real Sonic hasn't been seen in a while. Is what I'm saying, Peter.
Yeah.
Oh, does that slow down again? I've only tried this on the one PC, so I don't know if that's a PC-specific thing, but cool. Toe Jam and Earl game's coming back. If they make their Kickstarter.
It's so close right now. They've got like 70 hours left, and I think they're about 24,000 short. They should be able to do it.
And they are looking to make more of a Toe Jam and Earl 1 experience, right?
That's what it seems like, yeah. More of a adventure game.
It's really interesting. Like, not a lot of series do what Toe Jam and Earl did, where they completely change up the game from the first, second, and third installments. You know,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
so wildly different.
I know. I wonder if that has anything to do with the fact that the first one was so different of a game that somebody was like, "Look, guys, we want you to make a platformer. I know, but or a side scroller." And he's like, "Fine. I'm gonna keep it funky though."
It will remain funky. Well, Peter, I think that's Freedom Planet.
All right.
There's a gallery in here. Those little cards I picked up, you can go unlock them and get music. Boy, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of stages.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's like a fun little game.
It is. There's some weird quirks to it, but I think for $15 you can get sort of a Sonic game, you know, and that's kind of awesome to say in 2014 when this game came out, and 2015, which it is right now. Just keeping you abreast of the years, Peter Brown.
I need the help I can get, Drew.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you later.